Okay, while our car warms up a little bit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the knee sleeves on before we head to the gym because I forgot that I left them in my trunk, and I don't want to go to the through the hassle of having to put them on at the gym already and kind of just have them on. I'm also wearing sweats, and the reason I'm wearing sweats for leg day, if I'm wearing knee sleeves, is because my tattoo still can get a lot of sunlight, or else it can affect the tattoo. It can fade it away a little bit more than I would like, and so we're gonna avoid that because we paid so much for tattoos. The last thing we need is for them to not last as long. So we've been wearing sweats the entire time. I think next week we should be good though. I think next week we should be good and we should be able to wear our shorts again. I'll probably just be wearing sunblock for maybe once I stop wearing the pants for leg day. I think on those days I'll be rocking some sunscreen. But this is the way that I like to set up the knee sleeves. I usually like to put them on before I start to sweat. I feel like once I start sweating, it gets hella hard to put on. And so it almost sounded like someone got like a kid fell or something. But the way I like to do is I like to put it a little bit inside out, kind of fold it this way, where the outside, where the little tag is on the outside. And so this SBD part here would go in front of my shins, and that's typically how it goes. What I like about these in particular is that they have a right or they have a left leg too. So that way you can kind of already have them on there. I don't know if it makes a difference. I haven't put them on wrong or anything like that for me to notice a difference. So who knows? Who knows? But let's go ahead and put them on, and then hopefully by the time we finish, I'm gonna just put them all the way up. I think my legs should be fine, even though they're gonna feel a little numb. It should be fine. But and they also feel, I don't know if it's cold. I don't know what it is, but they feel a little bit colder in a weird way, like sweaty way. But I don't know why. They should have been, all that sweat and everything should have evaporated. So I have no idea. All right, so I'm gonna put this through now. Good thing our car gives us a little bit of time to warm up. There we go. So now we have them on. We're gonna put on our shoes this time around. We're rocking these Jordan 1s. Man, whenever I'm doing anything with leg day, if I don't want to take off my shoes, I make sure that I'm wearing something flat. You don't want to wear shoes that are round when you're doing leg day, because then let's say for example you're squatting like a bunch of pounds and your foot is not like well rested, like all the weight, like the way that it balances on there, the way it like feels on your joints and everything, just based on angles and everything. So you want to make sure, hold on, let me just make sure that I tie my shoes real quick before I forget, because then I forget. I'm already losing my train of thought as well, so forgot what I was talking about. But all right, we have everything on. Let's make sure they're on correctly. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I feel a little, I'll fix them a little bit more once I'm at the gym. I think we should be good. Okay, but today we are going to be doing hack squats. We're going to be doing belt squats. Hopefully it's pretty empty at the gym today and it's not too crazy, because last time around we did not get to do belt squats and I really want to do them. So hopefully they become available once we're there. But we're gonna start off with the hack squat machine that we really like. Then we're gonna move over to some belt squats. If, let's say for example, the hack squats is taken, then maybe we'll just do some Smith machine squats and then do belt squats after. Or maybe we'll start off with some belt squats. I think that'll be a really nice kind of primer for some really heavy hack squats. We'll see what we end up doing, but regardless of what ends up happening, we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard. Today feels like a really good day. It was mostly cloudy. Now it's feeling much better. It is feeling much better. The sun's out a little bit. I cleaned up a little bit. I already uploaded yesterday's gym session, which is nice. I typically try to do it before I head to the gym. That way I don't have to really worry about it after and everything. So I usually try to do it as much as possible. I take a look a little bit at the footage once I come back from the gym and just kind of take a look at how I did and everything, which is pretty fun. It's pretty fun to see how my sets were going and kind of look back at the mindset that I had at the time, which is pretty cool. I swear it feels like a diary, which is pretty awesome. And I've never really had like a diary. Diaries is kind of like a, for me, it feels like it's like a movie thing. Like, I only see those things in the movies, similar to certain like high school experiences. I don't know if you guys kind of feel the same way, but sometimes when I look at like the way high schools work in certain movies, I'm like, what high schools work like that, So it kind of felt that way. Oh, it doesn't look that there's traffic today, which is good. It doesn't seem like there's too much traffic. The road isn't closed, which is a good sign. Which is a good sign. We already took the pre-workout. We usually take it a little bit before we leave, after we end up stretching a little bit. So we always make sure that we're stretching whatever muscle group we're going to be working on that day. You got to make sure you're also working on your mobility and everything to make sure you're not getting hurt. It also reduces the risk of injury. So make sure to work in some mobility work to your routine. It can get a little bit hard. I don't blame you. I don't blame you if you sometimes skip on stretching and mobility work, but make sure you're doing it. Don't skip out on it. Your body is going to thank you in the long run. It is going to thank you in the long run. Okay. And then for biceps, I think what we're gonna end up doing is by keeping it the same. If we get access to a cable machine, we'll probably do some standing behind the body work. And then if not, then we'll have to see what we end up getting. Last time around, we ended up doing, I think those reverse preacher curl bench curls. That felt pretty good because it kind of helps us keep our elbows in place throughout the whole movement. It's pretty awesome. So if you've never tried that one, look back at one of my bicep videos or the latest one, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the preacher curl, where you sit reverse to it, and it gives you the craziest stability. It really helps you emphasize a lot of the work in your biceps, and that's what you want, to recruit as much of your biceps as possible, so that way they can really adapt to new weight and everything as it goes. As it goes. It is getting closer and closer to The Last of Us third episode. I am so excited to see what the hell happens in this third episode and what ends up happening, because man, it was insane on that second episode. Something I'm also looking forward to next week. We're gonna be going with a homie of ours to a new gym. So I'm gonna be bringing you guys along with me to a new gym. I've never been to this gym before. I've been wanting to go for so long. I've heard nothing but good things about it. The lighting looks insane. I can't wait to show you guys a little bit around. I've already know about the gym a little bit because some people mentioned it at the gym that I go to now. And then I started following some trainers there because I wanted to see what it was like, and it looks pretty awesome. It looks pretty awesome, and I think we're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be doing our leg day over there too. I think we're gonna be doing the pendulum squat for the first time, because when I tell you this gym has everything, it has everything you need. It's like one of those fancy gyms, that you go to. It's like a private gym. For sure, it's not a commercial gym because the prices are up there. But I'm super excited to get a day pass. We're gonna go with Jasmine, and then we're gonna go with a homie of ours that we met. So we're gonna be taking some videos for him, and we're obviously gonna be taking you guys with me to show you guys around and to show you guys the workout. But we're gonna be going hard. We are gonna be going hard. I already reached out to one of their trainers to kind of get a little bit of the rundown to get a day pass and what that looks like, so we can stop by this Monday. So I'm excited. I am excited. Hopefully we don't catch too many people at the gym today and it's smooth sailing, so that way cardio doesn't feel too crazy at the end, because sometimes when it's hella packed in the gym, I feel just like more tired because I have to like I feel like I'm waiting a little bit longer, more rest time and stuff. I don't know. I feel like once I kind of going back to back, taking my rest periods or whatever, but then I'm kind of going back to back through an exercise, it feels way better than having to take long pauses sometimes. Even though I feel like I started hearing people talk about taking a little bit more longer pauses in between sets to really give it your all for the next one, but I don't know, there's always different things that show up. I think just trying different things out and just seeing what works. And that's kind of the model that I work with is I try new things and I try two different things instead of just putting my eggs in one basket because if let's say I'm doing two things but one of them doesn't work but the other one does, at least I'm doing somewhere with the other one. And so why not? But I'm also trying both, so I would do that. I would do that. There's traffic on this little bridge here to cross. Can get pretty crazy, pretty tight, pretty fast. That's just what it's like when you start heading a little bit towards downtown. You see how packed things get. Man, man, we are not forgetting to take the new route. We are not gonna forget. We're gonna be taking the new route to make sure that we avoid some of that traffic. Because the last thing we need is to be sitting in traffic and then the beta alanine starts kicking in. Man, sometimes it is hella hard to pronounce certain words for me. I don't know what it is, but the beta alanine sometimes be kicking in while I'm in traffic, and that's the last thing I need. I'm like jittery as hell, like hella anxiety, beat like hella my heartbeat hella pumping, and I'm like they're like hands shaking a little bit. Man, I'm trying to use that energy for the gym, and when I'm stuck in traffic, I'm there just like looking like I'm on one or something. But let's go ahead and just skip over now to the first clip. Let's see which one we end up getting. Hopefully we get lucky. I'm really hoping we get the hack squad, and if not, maybe we're working with a homie if it's someone that we know. And if not, then we'll see what we end up doing. I will catch you guys in the next clip. I'm gonna warm up real quick for you guys. The next clip is gonna be of me starting off my first set, but we ended up catching Jasmine right now. I thought she was on her way over here. I was about to text her, be like, "Hey, are you coming today?" But I ended up just looking to the corner of my end. She's doing the adductor machine that was broken the last leg day on Monday, so caught us by surprise. I just went to go say hi, and so we're gonna warm up for two, and then start our main set. I'm thinking we're gonna go pretty hard today because we have the knee sleeves on. As you can see, it's covering a little bit of my tattoo. It's kind of fitting a little bit, and we made that belt just a tiny bit more tight, so just by one notch. So I think we're gonna get a pretty good amount of stability. But let's warm up for two, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, it is time. It is time for our top set. I'm gonna be honest. I am not looking forward to this because I'm gonna have to fucking push, and my heart's hella beeping. I'm getting like a bunch of anxiety from the pre-workout. So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna try to use that energy for this. Let's put a guess on. Let's see what we end up putting on. We're gonna put maybe something good. Something good. Let's see. I think I know what. I think I know what. Hold on. All right, I'll show you guys the song after this. Come on. And just like that, we fucking got it. Before I forget, actually, the song that I was listening to during that thing, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. This right here. This got me that PR. This right here. What we're gonna do on the second set, we're gonna drop down to 25. And I think that'll be pretty good. I think we can get a solid 6 to 7, hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Watch it. Watch this shit feel so fucking hard. God. Let me go grab another 25. That was good, man. We need every single set to feel exactly like that because, yeah, it's hella hard. But once you're in there and then you get the amount of reps you wanted to get, it's just so exciting. So, man, this just made my day so much better. And I'm for sure gonna be going to sleep pretty happy today after I got that 6 because that just means I'm gonna keep improving as I go, which is what we're looking for. We're making some much improvements. We've also been upping our calories by 100, so around 2,500 to 2,550 right now. And it's also not even that busy at the gym right now. Everything's pretty much free. I think we're gonna get access to the belt squat too after this. I was trying to convince Jasmine to try it out with me, but she already did a few leg exercises before me, so she don't want to do it. So we're gonna do that alone. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do 2 heavy sets of these, and then I'm gonna do 3 sets of the belt squats just so I can practice because I really want to practice it. Because last time I felt a little bit weird when I was placing it on. It took me like a fucking long time. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna use the knee sleeves for this one too. I think we're gonna have to listen to some Off the Soul by Meg Miller. I think that'll be good. Let's move over to the belt squats now. Hopefully, this time around, the setup's not too crazy. It doesn't take too long, but oh my god. Okay, we're gonna set up the belt squat now. I'm gonna go grab some plates and we're gonna set them up here so I can get a little bit more range of motion. Because sometimes what happens if I'm like right here, so I'll kind of almost stop like right there, but I really fucking want to stop right there. So what I'm gonna do to get a little bit more of that range of motion, I'm gonna put 2 plates on each side just so I can get a little bit deeper. So let's go do that, and then I'll see you guys in this next clip. Okay, let's go ahead and start. We're gonna use the knee sleeves for this one. We're gonna try to get as deep as possible. This may be giving me what? Maybe like this much of more range, so it's not too bad. I just don't want to grab another 245s and then have to bring it back over there. So I'd rather not do that. But we're gonna do 45 and 25 on each side and hope for the best. And this is what we're listening to. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's hope I can get this through this thing. I always have a difficult time. There we go. I'm gonna put it right here. Like in. There we go. Uh, perfect. That that was good. That was good, but I'm gonna move down because this shit is hella hard. It's hella hard. Oh. Let's take this off real quick. Okay. Let's start this next one. Or this second. We're gonna stay here for 3, and then we're gonna do 2 leg extensions. I'm gonna put these knee sleeves on first. For some reason, I feel like the knee sleeves help me a little bit, but not too much. I don't know. Maybe it is me, but I'm pretty sure that'll help me a little bit. And Jasmine noticed that there was an extra 10 on the other side of the stack, so I didn't see. I need to be more careful when I'm doing it to see what kind of weight's on there. So it seems like this machine already starts off with 30.8 kg, so 68 pounds, and then plus whatever you add to it. So I'm doing 45 plus 45, and then 420s. I'll let you guys do the math on that bad boy. All right, I'm a little busy trying to adjust this thing. Let's do it. Let's get comfortable. Make it count. Oh, that was good. I'm gonna drink some water. A little thirsty. Oh man. All right. Let's start with the belt this time. Let's see if we can even do it like the way. But I think we're gonna stick to a 20 since we're gonna use the belt. And that'll give us just a tiny bit of edge, a little bit more stability to get maybe like one or two reps. But man, these are feeling killer, man. Mostly when you go slow and controlled and you're almost like sitting down, man, it gets hella hard to push up. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. And I think we're gonna move to leg extensions after. Hopefully they're not too busy once we get over there, but we'll see. If not, maybe do calves in the meantime or abduct one. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'll get comfortable. Okay. Let's take off the sneeze finally. And let's go move over to some leg extensions now. Man, this thing is hard. It's no joke, but I really like the challenge. I think it gets us a little bit ready for that pendulum squat that we're gonna be trying on Monday when we go to the lab. So we uh we better get used to some of these heavier movements because also the weights over there are are calibrated every weight, so they're exactly what they're supposed to be in terms of weight. For some of these, what happens is that some of them are not the way they say they are. They're maybe off. Let me take this off first. They're off maybe by like a pound or two, and so sometimes you got to kind of take that into account. They're not all 45, or maybe they're just super super close. But when it's calibrated, like the weights in the other gym, things are gonna feel way more difficult. So I'm excited to see how strong I am, man. And it's on the leg day too, our favorite day. All right, I'll switch over to the next clip now, so you guys don't have to see me take these off. Oh. Okay, that was good. Two more just like that, but get comfortable because we're gonna stay here for quite some time. I ended up because Jasmine finished a little bit earlier. I told her if she can defrost some chicken breast for me because I've honestly been on a bit of a chicken breast mood where I'm actually eating it as opposed to the fillets that I usually be talking about. Those chicken fillets are they're pretty good, but then once you start getting to the calories, you start counting the macros and everything. Man, it just adds up, and I'd rather do a chicken breast and just season it. Honestly, even though those chicken fillets taste pretty good, I think those are just gonna be more like a treat, and I'll stick to a chicken breast for now because I'd rather stick to that true fruit that I really like. I'd rather use some of those calories for some of the treats that I like, just so I can enjoy my diet a little bit more. Man, I feel like I already restrict myself pretty good, and I usually try to find little joy in little things like the true fruits that we just recently found at Costco. Those were awesome. So I suggest you pick those up if you like strawberries and if you like dark chocolate and white chocolate. I think it's like 90 calories for like 28 grams. You usually get maybe like three small pieces or maybe like one big piece. It just depends. I wish they were a little bit more consistent though. Okay. Because the 30 felt just a little bit heavy, I think we're gonna do 27. And that should be pretty good. Oh, okay. That was good. Oh man. This thing feels so fucking hard. I don't know. Man, I'm already tired. Honestly, the the squats and the leg they usually fuck me up pretty well, and I get pretty tired. So I'm gonna take a quick rest, and then I'm gonna move on to the next. I think we're gonna stick to 27. I don't think we're gonna do 30 because that 27 feel pretty good. So I'm gonna just sit down here, even though it's hella dirty, but whatever. And then I'm thinking after the third set, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll grab like a bar and we'll do something over there. I think that'll be pretty good. Or we do some type of single arm. We'll see. We shall see. I'm gonna take maybe like maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll start our next set. But man, the ground is actually pretty comfortable. I'd rather sit on the ground than fucking do squats or belt squats. Okay, so it looks like we might have to stop by Kaiser after this because one of our prescriptions is ready. And last time we tried ordering one and they were, I don't know if they forgot about it or I don't know what happened, but we have to do like 2 trips. So hopefully we don't have to do it this time and we just grab it the first time. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that was good. I think to continue that pattern of those single arm sets, I think what I'm gonna do is just do some single arm like this, and I think we should be good. But I'm gonna go drink some water because I'm hella thirsty. Okay, we're gonna start with our left hand, which is the weak hand, and then we're just gonna match it. So whatever we get on this hand, we're gonna match it with our right, just to make sure we fix any type of imbalance. I think I'm gonna use the belt throughout the workout today, honestly, just to give me a little bit more stability. All right, let's do it. We're gonna start with our left. Okay, let's get 6 on this hand. You know what's the funniest thing? I forgot to count, or I forgot how many I got on my left hand. I think I ended up getting 7 or 8. Fuck. I for sure did 8 on the right, but who knows? I'll have to look back and see if I ended up getting the same amount on my right as my left. I think I might have did one extra one, but whatever. I think on this next one I'll just be a little bit more careful, and I'll keep in mind what I did with my left hand first. And I really should be better at counting them because then I avoid muscle imbalance, and then I'm over there complaining about one arm looking bigger than fucking other, and then I'm out here forgetting how many reps I'm doing per hand. So it's kind of on me. It's kind of a personal problem. But I think on this next one, I think we're gonna stick to 23. That felt pretty good. I think we'll be good with that. Start off with our left again, and then just match it. I think I'm gonna make the same thing we made yesterday for dinner. Which, if you want to see what that is, check the end of the video. At the pump check, I ended up showing you guys what I ended up making for dinner, and then also the macros on my fitness pal on there, so you can kind of take a look. I think in every single meal that I have throughout the day, it involves true fruits, which is funny. I'm telling you guys, I'm not lying when I tell you guys that I fucking love that shit. And I typically hate strawberries, and I just kind of been eating them, so kind of just got me to eat them. All right, this is our left side. Oh, okay, that was pretty good. I think what we're gonna do now is move to the acetylation machine that we like for preacher girls, and I think that should be pretty good. I would do something here with maybe like some type of bar, but I don't want to set up, and I think the preacher girls will feel pretty good on the other side. So let's check if it's taken. Let me check. All right, we should be good to go. Let's go grab it. When they're doing 6 sets of quads, and then we did calves in between that, and then we did some adductors. So we couldn't forget that because last Monday the adductor machine was broken and we couldn't really do it. So we ended up working it out once this week, which is no biggie, honestly. All right, let's head over there. We're having a crazy pump. If you guys can see, look, let me show you guys. Look at this crazy ass pump we have right now, man. Today turned out to be a really good day. We ended up hitting a PR with the hack squat, and our biceps have been feeling pretty strong today, so I'm pretty happy. We're gonna stay here for 2 sets, and then I think we're gonna move over to the cable machine right in front of us to do some forms. So we're gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. So we're gonna stay here for 2. I think I'm just gonna record 1, and then stay here for 2. And then the next clip you guys will see after this will be of the pump check. So that way, because I still have to do forearms and I still have to do one more set of these. So we still got a ways to go. And we also don't want to make the video any more longer than it needs to be because I feel like it's already pretty long. And why not? There's a way. Oh my god. Okay. That was good. That was a bit more of a heavier one. You get 5. I think we're gonna move down a little bit from 80 to maybe 70. And I think we should get maybe another 1 or 2 reps, nice and controlled. So this one felt pretty good. Let's go drink some water. Let me make sure it's on my face. Actually, there you goes. I need to make sure it's on my face because yesterday I was noticing that it was focus breathing a little bit, and it was kind of focused on things on the back. So we really want to focus on us. So we sometimes try to tap the screen. So if you sometimes see me tap the screen, so we can stay on my face or on my body or whatever body part, so that way it doesn't out of focus out of me. So if you guys are wondering why you always see me tapping on it. Okay, so I did say I wasn't gonna record this one, but I'm already here talking, so let's just record it and show it to you guys. Even though I wasn't gonna show it. Or maybe I'll cut it out. We'll see. You guys will see. Oh my god. Let's drop it. I feel heavy. Okay. That was good. And we're done. Let's go ahead and let's switch over to the next one now. Pretty beat. Oh man. That was good though. That was solid. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage we did today. Honestly, I should probably be putting this behind me so I can get a little bit better view, but we'll see how we kind of adjust it. And we'll just a little bit more. I think that's even better. There we go. I think that's good. All right, let's see. I'll move this a little bit. Let's go ahead. Have to get some cardio. We pretty beat. And I don't feel too bad taking the squat rack because it's not that busy at the gym today. Before anyone tells me something, it's pretty empty, so I don't feel too bad taking it. No one was using it. But I think we're gonna end up being the same thing as yesterday, which is rice with some prego, some cheese, and then some chicken. We're gonna do the boneless, skinless chicken breast. We've kind of been on that for a minute now because it's honestly pretty good. The macros are just crazy good. And I've been eating a lot of true fruit, and those true fruits have a bunch of fat because of the chocolate. So I have to sacrifice a little bit if I'm eating those. So yeah, there's some chicken breasts instead, so we can enjoy those. But it's no biggie. I'll see you guys tomorrow.